Hello students, today I'm going to discuss with you some MCQs, that is multiple choice questions related to the topic the living world. So first question is the labels of a herbarium sheet does not carry information on date of collection, name of collector, local names, height of the plant. The right answer is answer D, that is herbarium is a collection of plants which have been dried, pressed, mounted on herbarium sheets, identified and classified according to some approved system of classification. The storage of herbarium sheets forms a repository for future use. A printed label measuring 7 to 12 centimeters, giving the following information is fixed on the lower right corner of herbarium sheet. The informations are scientific name of plants, common or vernacular name, family, locality from where the specimen have been collected, date of collection, collection number, name of collector, plant characteristics, name of institution. The last two are optional, that is one can write or not. So you may have understand this, what is herbarium. So height of plant is not necessary available data which are present in the herbarium, because height may vary of different plants. Sometimes it is not going to possible to measure. That's why I think it's not mentioned in the herbarium sheet. The next question is match column 1 with column 2 for housefly classification and select the correct option using the codes given below. The code 1 is A, B, C, that is family, order and class, phylum. Column 2 are Diptera, Arthropoda, Axidae and Insecta. So right option is option A, because the family name ends with DE, ACDE, ACE, these are suffix. Order name, that is Diptera, Diptera. Housefly is a insect, that's why it has wings, and wings are in pair, Diptera, paired wings. And the phylum Arthropoda, class Insecta, because it's common that it's an insect, housefly is insect. Has some characteristic feature of insect like body divided into head, thorax and abdomen. And Arthropoda, because arthros legs, arthro jointed, means arthro means jointed and poda means legs. So insects have jointed legs, body division into head, thorax and abdomen, and it has Diptera, paired wings are present in houseflies. That's why. Next question is study of 4 statements A to D given below and select the 2 correct ones out of them. So there are 4 statements A to D. You have to select 2 correct ones. Correct options are the options are definition of biological species as given by Ernst Mayr. Photoperiod doesn't affect reproduction in plants. Binomial nomenclature system was given by R.H. Whitaker. And the fourth one is in unicellular organisms, reproduction is synonymous with the growth. The correct option is, sorry, the two correct statements are statement A and B. That is option C is right answer over here. Photoperiod affects flowering plants. Option B, statement B says it doesn't affect reproduction in plants, but photoperiod affects flowering plants and in reproduction in flowering plants. And the C statement says binomial nomenclature system was given by R.H. Whitaker, which is wrong. Binomial nomenclature system was given by Carlos Linnaeus. R.H. Whitaker has given 5 kingdom system of classification. So let's move out for the next question, that is nomenclature is governed by certain universal rules. Which one of the following is contrary to the rules of nomenclature? That is, there are certain universal rules for the nomenclature. There are 4 statements. One of the following is not following the nomenclature rule. You have to find out this. The names are written in italic, Latin and italicized. Second rule is when written by hand, the names are to be underlined. Third rule says biological names can be written in any language. And the fourth rule says the first word in a biological name represents the genus name, and the second is the specific epithet. That is species name. The right answer is answer C. That is biological names can be written in any language is wrong. That is, it cannot be written in any language because biological names are derived either from Latin language or are Latinized. This is because Latin language is a dead language and therefore it will not change in form or spelling with the passage of time. So the right option is option C. Let's move to the next question, that is question number 5. Which one of the following is not a correct statement? So there are 4 statements. You have to find out which one is not a correct statement. First statement says museum has collection of photographs of plants and animals. Second statement says key is a taxonomic act for identification of specimen. Herbarium houses dried, pressed, and preserved plant specimens. And the fourth option says botanical gardens have collection of living plants for reference. So, as we have discussed in our first question regarding herbarium and option, and the museum, is a place or house where dead specimen of organisms are kept or preserved. So organisms are present over there, not of their photographs. So I think this option is wrong. It's not correct option. Key taxonomic aid for the identification of specimen. Key is a written form of characteristic that has some contradictory characters written. So where you can, following the key, you can identify or characterize any specimen, their classification, like their family can be identified, their class can be identified, their genus can be traced with the help of taxonomic keys. The third says herbarium houses. So herbarium is a place, location, house where dried, preserved, and preserved plant specimens are kept or stored or preserved for the further research for the future study. Botanical garden, gardens, a collection of living plants for reference. So botanical garden means itself indicate that it's a garden where living plants are grown for the reference purpose, for the study purpose, for research purpose. So right option is answer A, which is incorrect. So as I explained you earlier that collection museum has collection of preserved plant and animal specimens for study and reference. Specimens are preserved in the containers or jars in preservative solution like formalin. Plant and animal specimen may also be preserved as dry specimen. Insects are preserved in insect boxes after killing, collecting, killing, and pinning. Large animals like birds and mammals are usually stuffed and they are preserved. Museums often have collection of skeleton of animal too. And next question is common characteristics between tomato and plant potato will be maximum at the level of their family level, order level, division level, or genus level. You have to find out which one is the level at uh, more common character between tomato and potato. So option A is the right answer. Potato and tomato both belong to family Solanaceae, which is commonly called the potato family. Many plants belong to this family and sources of vegetables, fruits, etc. These all belong to the potato family. So next question. Which one of the following organism is scientifically correctly named, correctly printed, according to international rule of nomenclature, and correctly described? So here we are going to study international rules of nomenclature. We can going to apply this international rule of nomenclature and find out which one is written correctly, described correctly, printed correctly. So Musca domestica, the common house lizard, a reptile. It says Musca domestica is a house lizard and it is a reptile, comes under reptilian organism. The second option is Plasmodium falciparum, a protozoa pathogen causing the most serious type of malaria. Third says Felis tigris, the Indian tiger, were protected in Gir forest. And the fourth one is a E. coli, the name of full name, Antinuva coli, a common occurring bacterium in human intestine. So all four statements which are written according to international nomenclature have some kind of uh, you can say wrong rules followed with these. In these statements you have to find out what are the wrong things which are mentioned over here. The first says Musca domestica, the common house lizard. The musca is not a house lizard. Lizard is something else, and reptile is something else. Lizard and reptiles are the same thing. Lizard is a reptile organism. Reptiles are those organisms which are cold-blooded and their body is dry. They have scales present over their body, and their body touches the ground whenever they walk or they run or move. Similarly, it's a wrong option, wrongly described. So second option says Plasmodium falciparum, a protozoan pathogen causing the most serious type of malaria. So I think Plasmodium, malarial parasite with a protozoa comes under protozoan pathogen causing malarial causative agent is falciparum, Plasmodium falciparum. So I think this one is correctly named, correctly printed, and according to rules of international nomenclature. And the third option says Felis tigris, the Indian tiger, well protected in. So Felis is different thing and tiger is different thing. I think Indian tiger name is Indian tiger name is Panthera tigris. So full name of E. coli is Escherichia coli, not Entamoeba coli. So correct option is Plasmodium falciparum, which cause malarial parasite. Next question. Which one of the following animal is correctly matched with the particular taxonomic categories? Here, tiger, cuttlefish, human, and housefly. These are the organisms. And tigris is a species. Mollusca, class, Primata, family, and Musca, order. So, right option is option A, that is binomial nomenclature system of naming organism using a two-part Latinized scientific name that was divided by the Swedish botanist Linnaeus, that is Carl Linnaeus. It is also known as the Linnaean system. First part of generic name, the second is the specific name. Zoological name of tiger is Panthera tigris. So tigris is the species name of tiger. So it's the correct option. So let's move to the next question. The ninth question is, which one of the following aspect is an exclusive characteristic of living things? That is isolated metabolic reaction occur in vitro, insect in mass from inside only, increase in mass from inside only, perception of events happening in the environment and their memory, increase in mass by accumulation of material both on surface as well as internally. So right option is option C, that is perception of event happening in environment and their memory. So move to the next question, that is question number 10. Here ICBN stand for International Code of Botanical Nomenclature, International Congress of Biological Names, Indian Code of Botanical Nomenclature, Indian Congress of Biological Names. So you have to find out the correct option, full form of the ICBN. So it's Correct option is option A, that is full form of ICN is International Code of Botanical Nomenclature. It is a set of rules and recommendations dealing with the formal botanical names given to plant. The foundation of ICBN are given in book written by Carl Linnaeus named Philosophia Botanica. It is independent of zoological nomenclature. That is, zoological nomenclature is different and this botanical nomenclature is different. Rank of species is basic and relative orders of the rank of taxa are species, genus, tribe, family, orders, series, class, division, and finally kingdom. Kingdom is the supermost category or rank, and the lowermost is the species. The different ranks or categories are following specific ending. They have special endings with their names as division as phyla, classes, A's, and the family AC. So next question. The living organism can be unexceptionally distinguished from non-living things on the basis of their ability for interaction with the environment and progressive evolution, reproduction, growth and movement, and responsiveness to the touch. The right option is option D. One of the most important functions of botanical garden is that they provide a beautiful area for recreation. One can observe tropical plants there. They allow ex situ conservation of germplasm and they provide a natural habitat for wildlife. So right option is option C, that is ex situ conservation means off-site conservation away from their natural habitat. It is the process of protecting endangered species of plant and animal by removing it from unsafe or threatened habitat and placing it or part of it under the care of human, that is removing from their unsafe or original place and placing them to a safe place under the care of humans. Botanical gardens serve as ex situ conservation of germplasm of different plants to maintain rare and endemic plant species and also to provide recreational and knowledge about the plants to a common man. So move to the next question, that is question number 13. Species are considered as real basic unit of classification, lowest unit of classification, artificial concept of human mind which cannot be defined in absolute terms, and the fourth one, that is the real unit of classification divided by taxonomist. So right option is option A. Species is a natural population or group of natural populations of individuals which are genetically distinct and reproductively isolated with similar essential morphological traits. Species is also a genetically closed system because its members do not interbreed with other member of other species. That is, closed system means if a species wants to or try to interbreed with other species, it may produce young ones, but their young ones will not be viable or they will be sterile. They will not produce further young ones. Like examples, mating between horse and donkey produces mule. That is the product of horse and mule. Donkey is a sterile organism, not fertile organism. So we can't say it's a species further. That mule is not a species. So next question number 14. Biosystematic aims at the classification of organism based on broad morphological characters, delimiting various taxa of organism and establish their relationship. Classification of organism based on their evolutionary history and establishing their phylogeny on totality of various parameters from all fields of study, identification and arrangement of organism on the basis of their cytological characters. So biosystematics, you have to give a definition, and the correct definition is the option C, that is systematic is the study of identification, nomenclature, classification and relationship among living organisms. In other words, it's the study of diversity of organisms, their comparative and evolutionary relationship based on comparative anatomy, ecology, physiology, biochemistry and other fields. Next question, 15. Which of the following is less general in characters as compared to genus? That is, less general in character as compared to genus. That is species, division, class, family. There are 4 options. So option A, species, will be having less characters in general, common as compared to genus. So taxonomic hierarchy is the sequence of arrangement of taxonomic categories, that is, or ranks in a descending order during classification of organism. There are 7 obligate categories ranging from kingdom, division, class, order, family, genus and species. Species is the lowest category, while kingdom is the highest category. Number of common characters is maximum in case of organism placed in the lowest category. Number of common characters decreases with the rise in category. Species is the smallest group of individuals which can be recognized by ordinary method as group and which are consistently and persistently different from the other groups because their characters are less general. So right option is A option. Then move to the next question, that is question number 16. The book Genera Plantarum was written by which scientist? That is scientist Bentham and Hooker. So right option is option B, Bentham and Hooker. They have written this book in 1860 to 1860. Have provided their elaborated key for easy identification of 202 natural order and genera. Engler and Prandtl wrote Die Naturae and Family. Hutchison wrote a book titled The Families of Flowering Plants. So different scientists have written different books. So Genera Plantarum was written by Bentham and Hooker. So next question is, taxon is the unit of a group of order, taxonomy, species or genes. The taxon is the unit of group of taxonomy. Option B is the right answer. Taxon refers to all the categories in a taxonomic hierarchy. It may be a kingdom, class, order, family, genus or species. Anything we can say it's a taxon. Or class can be taxon, order can be taxon. So it is any level of grouping of organism. Each of these categories has been divided further into intermediate categories like subkingdom, subdivision, superclass, genus, subspecies, etc. The term was coined by ICBN in 1956. The taxon term was coined by ICBN 19 International Code for Botanical Nomenclatures in 1956. Next question is the lineage is credited with the binomial nomenclature, theory of biogenesis, discovery of microscope, discovery of blood circulation. So lineage is credited to the binomial nomenclature, that is option A is correct one. Binomial nomenclature of scientific naming was first given by Carl Linnaeus in 1735 in his book Systema Naturae and later in Species Plantarum 1753. He used two Latin words for any organism. The first being generic name, the second one is the specific name. The generic name begins with a capital letter and the species name with small letter. So next question is question number 19. Sequence of taxonomic categories is option C is right one. The first we write division, then class, with order, then family, and tribe, then genus, and at last species. So construct a hierarchy of classification. One or more species are grouped into a genus. One or more genera are into a family. Families are clubbed into order, and orders are clubbed into class, and classes into phylum, and phylum into various phyla into a kingdom. The kingdom Animalia has many phylum. Kingdom Plantae has many phylum, not phylum, many divisions. The term phylum was given by Cuvier, Haeckel, Theophrastus, Linnaeus. So right answer is option A, Cuvier. The term phylum was given by Cuvier. The next question is a group of plant or animals with similar traits of any rank is species, genus, order, or taxon. Group of plants or animal with similar traits of any rank is taxon. So in earlier question, I have told you that taxon is a common term you can use for order, you can use for genus, you can use for species. The taxon is a singular term and the plural is a taxa or taxonomic unit is a name designating an organism or a group of organisms. Taxon is assigned a rank, can be placed at any particular level in a systemic hierarchy reflecting evolutionary relationship. The next question is a taxon is a related family, a group of related species, a type of living organism, a taxonomic group of any ranking. The right answer is answer D. That is, the word taxon signifies a taxonomic group of any rank which represents the real biological organism included in category. The term taxon was coined by Adolf Meyer, 1926, for animals, and H.J. Lamb, 1948, used the term in plant species. The next question is basic unit or smallest taxon or taxonomic or classification is species, kingdom, family, or variety. Option A, species, the basic or smallest. Taxon or taxonomic classification is the species. A species is a group of individuals that remain relatively constant in their characteristics, can be distinct from other species, and do not normally interbreed. So two different species do not normally interbreed. They are distinct from other species. So next question is Linnaeus evolved a system of nomenclature called mononomial, vernacular, binomial, and polynomial. The answer is binomial nomenclature was given by Carl Linnaeus and was called first, and in his book Systema Naturae he used the two Latin words for any organism. First is the generic name and the second was the species name. The generic name begins with a capital letter and the species name with a small letter. So next question is the term new systemics was introduced by Bentham and Hooker, Linnaeus, Julian Huxley, APD, Candoli. The right answer is C, that is Julian Huxley. The term new systemic was given. The classification takes into account the cytological, morphological, genetic, anatomical, phylogenetic, palynological, and physiological characters in new systemics are considered to be studied. The static concept of species are put forth by the De Condell, Linnaeus, Theophrastus, or Darwin. The right answer is answer C, that is Theophrastus. Static concept of species was given. That's all. Thank you.